Hi, one and all. Thank you. Thank you for being here and here and there. Whenever you are here in the class, whether it is during the recording in the morning, noon, and night, or if you're here for the live class, I welcome you to this yoga experience. It is a journey, as you notice, and hopefully you have read the many um, yeah, I have lots of information there. And I say it in different places, and I do apologize for repeating myself a lot, but whether you read the email or the announcements, welcome letter, the welcome video, yeah, and I just want to make sure that you are all kind of aware of how this class is shown to you and presented to you. I think some students have said, yeah, your online class is different than any other class I've taken. I go, oh, okay, then hopefully, yeah, that's a good thing in many ways. So I just want to say welcome. Please do look at the course and read as much, especially if the requirements. This is a graded class. So yeah, anything that has points on them in the modules, yes, that's what is required. Of course, this is required too. There are not points when I send recordings. The recordings are going to be sent Tuesday, Wednesdays afternoons, as I've mentioned. And there's not points listed after your Zoom practice, but yeah, that should be in combination with your reflections. Yeah, so as I mentioned in the announcement that I sent last night, after every class, maybe just write a note or two on how that class felt for you, because it's your reflections that are showing me of your truthful, honest participation in the class. The only recordings of yourself practicing the yoga are for your midterm and final. There was a question about that yesterday. Yes, that's the only live recordings. As I mentioned also in Canvas. Yeah. So I think it's about ready to start. So let's make sure you have your space, some space. I know where most of us are in our homes right now practicing. I know some of you have lots of animals or children or people coming in and out. So the time and the day, of course, when you're available to practice, but I would say try to keep those days and times as consistent as possible. So there is the commitment and the dedication to the practice. Again, I encourage you to make sure your space is safe for you to move around in. I know I banged into a lot of tables and chairs in my day. And yeah, there's a big wall here that I have to get close to because of the camera angles. Yeah, and you can also put on some gentle music or any music that would be comfortable for you. Sometimes the audio here makes the music go in and out, and it's not consistent in the sound and audio of it. So yeah, sometimes music sets the tone as well. Okay, let me see. Anything else before we start? Okay, silence your phone. All right, so let's lie down, shall we? And sometimes I'm a little distracted because we are on this, the computer-wise. Oh, when I am farther away, it's hard to hear me. Uh-oh. You know what? Maybe I'll bring my computer down a little bit further, but it is attached to the camera. The external. Is this better? Yay. I'm glad I looked at that. Sometimes I see something and then yeah. Okay. Maybe this is better. Is this better in my voice? I see some that. Thank you. I'm not lying down. I'm just getting my mouth. My nose. Okay, so we're going to start actually lying down. How nice. But knees are bent and feet to the earth. Feet to the earth, about a hips width apart. And yeah, feet to the earth. You might just lift the hips up a little bit and lower the back down, the hips lower back down, and just feel the feet into the earth. Everything, as you know, has energy to it. The earth's energy is most healing and most calming to your system. So, yeah, you might just, as some of you know, returning students, yeah, wiggle your toes as if they are in the warm sand at the beach. Nice. And at the same time, kind of lengthen the spine as if the crown of the head is reaching to the back wall or so. Yeah. So feet into the earth, back is lengthened, your spinal column, your spinal cord is more open, relaxed. Oh, and we breathe. Isn't it amazing? Your body breathes for you. You don't even, well, we in yoga, yes, we do have our breathing practices. I'm also going to put the volume up a little higher on my new computer, which I don't know where the volume is. That's what I was thinking too, that maybe the volume needs to be, I don't even want to press the button because I'm not sure. Okay, but the people in the live Zoom said they could hear me. So the energy thereof is amazing that our bodies breathe for us. Certain animals, they have to keep one part of their brain still awake, like whales and porpoises and dolphins, I think. So they continue to breathe. But isn't that nice? We can sleep and still breathe. Oh, that is it's just amazing. And it's just a magical part of who and what we are, that our body breathes for us. Miracle. It is. And in yoga, the breath is truly all important. It is truly the link between the mind and the body. How you breathe affects every cell of your body. So I would like to go over this wonderful 3-part breath. But first, yeah, wiggle those toes again. Lengthen the spine, any other little wiggle in your torso. Maybe place the hands upon the belly, elbows straight down. Just notice how you're breathing now. Yeah, close your eyes. Nothing to really look at here. Just look inside. Turn your eyes 180 and look inside. This is where we practice our yoga, from the inner self. Just notice. For those that are familiar with the diaphragmatic breath, yes, explore it, be it, breathe it. For those that are new to the 3-part breath, yeah, the abdomen rises as we inhale, kind of pressing against your hands. Feel it expand. Abdomen expands on your next inhale. Breathing in, expanding. And as you exhale, let the abdomen go back down to place. Whether you're exhaling out through your nose or out through your mouth, it's all good. Yeah, and feel, yeah. Another deep breath in, expanding the lower belly first. This is the first part of the 3-part breath. And the exhale softens, it releases 70% of your toxins. So maybe a little longer of an exhale. Whether it's out through the mouth, out through the nose. Now, the second and third part of the 3-part breath, always start low in the belly, inhaling. Then the middle torso expands. Then the upper chest expands. Then you exhale still from the abdomen. Soften the belly back down. Squeeze all the stale air out very gently, 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 gently. And continue, of course, to inhale and exhale. That's comfortable for you. Always go where it's comfortable for you. Any stress, not feeling comfortable in any posture or even the different breathing practices we do, always come back to your normal breathing pattern. But again, 3-part breath. Again, starting low in the belly, middle, then the upper chest. Feel your heart expanding. And exhale, let the abdomen rest. The ribs relax, squeezing again all the stale air out. Very gently. So feel, breathing in, new life force energy, nurturing and healing. And the exhale, releasing toxins, tension, the busyness of the day. Let it go. This is a time just for you, kind of like a vacation, just for you to breathe, to feel this energy become you. And the release, maybe in a nice sigh, let it go. Let the back relax. Your neck, your face, your arms. The 3-part breath. I'm emphasizing kind of like the front of the body. Truly, you're expanding in all directions. Your lower back expands on the inhale as well. And your middle back of the heart expands. The exhale softens. It's like a balloon as you blow into a balloon, it expands in all directions. And then as you exhale, it softens in all directions. Yeah, it just doesn't poof out at the bottom or the top. So we're expanding our torso in all directions, low, middle, upper, as we inhale. Exhale to soften. Yeah, that exhale, thank goodness. We have an inhale and an exhale, right? So we continue with this 3-part breath. Again, whether you're exhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, just see what's comfortable for you. And I will suggest and recommend certain times maybe to try that out. But as you breathe so slowly and deeply in this diaphragmatic 3-part breath, it brings this parasympathetic nervous system into play. If you're just upper chest breathing, and want to relax, you're kind of fighting against yourself. Upper chest breathing stimulates the sympathetic nervous system, the part of you that has to run away from danger. So it excites everything, stops your digestion, and increases your heart rate. But the parasympathetic nervous system that we've been working at this time brings that rest and repose part of your nervous system that, yes, allows your digestive system to work efficiently, your immune system, your circulatory system, everything works more efficiently and in balance. So let's continue with a nice deep inhale as now we stretch a bit. Yeah, right arm and right leg reaching away from the waist. Yeah, as if you're reaching way back out through the heel or toes. Opposite lines of energy, up from the waist, up to the fingers, down from the waist, up to your heel or toes. And pull it in. Inhale, exhale, stretch the left side of the body, really awakening this whole side. Nice deep breath here. And side to side, this is at your own timing. See how long your body can be. Opposite lines of energy are very important to feel kind of inside, just like as you stretch a rubber band, it has to be stretched in opposite directions. If you just pull it in one, it's not going to stretch, right? Yeah, so we're lengthening. Eventually, both arms and both legs stretch away, circling wrists, circling ankles. Oh, nice yawn, relax the jaw. And then this is the fun part. We're going to float arms and legs up to the sky and just shake it all about. Yeah, shake it to the right, shake it to the right, left. This shaking helps to stimulate not only blood flow, but energy flow. Sometimes it gets stuck in certain places. So this really helps to eliminate that stuckness. And also it just helps to warm up a bit too. My house is running a little cold these days. Another deep breath. Yeah, shake it about. Get everything loose, muscles loose, joints, tendons. Yeah. Well, they're going to be strong. Don't worry. And then exhale, feet and arms return to the earth. And do you feel the buzz, the tingling? That lets you know that, yes, you are alive. Absolutely. Your energy is flowing, more circulation, keeping us warmed up for a hip stretch sequence. So let's inhale and exhale your right thigh up and over the chest with ease. Yes, with ease. We're not pulling, we're not pressing, we're allowing. Sometimes that's a big difference from exercise systems into the yoga system. We're allowing, we're not pushing, shoving. Yeah, we're allowing everything just to be. A little more stretch, you might stretch your left leg long. Another deep breath just to notice, yeah, where are you pushing or resisting? Yeah. Can you let go? Can you soften? You might put your left foot back down as you cup your hand upon the knee to open out to the side. Inner thigh nicely stretching, especially if your left hip stays down as an anchor. This goes into a nice circle. Yeah, circling the thigh as wide as it can circle with ease. Ooh, there might be a tight place there. Yeah, you might want to pause there. Just maybe another breath to soften. Yeah. Reversing the circle. Just a few circles in each direction. What it is not. 3 circles in one direction, 3 in the other, you're done and over. No, we're listening. Again, turning your awareness from the skin inward. We're so used to living our lives from the skin outward. Yeah, going there, doing that. No, here it's being with the breath, listening to your body's messages. And then when the thigh comes to the chest again, good old sit-up posture, a little more strengthening now in the core. But first, feel the left foot into the earth. And then as if that energy is rebounding up through the crown with a little wiggle of the spine. Inhaling, we go into the sit-up pose on an exhale, squeezing the navel to the front of the spine. Chest lifts to the thigh, thigh to chest. But do relax your shoulders. Still breathe. Yeah, your inhale, maybe expanding more on the sides of the ribs. Every exhale, a little more vigorous on this exhale, I would say, wouldn't you? Yeah, navel to the front of the spine. Feeling your inner strength, your inner courage. Needing a little more oomph, you could lift that left foot off or left leg covered. Yeah, that gives a little more oomph too, doesn't it? For your thigh, your core. Another deep breath here. Relax the shoulders, elbows up. Or any other variation you may know. And then when about ready, inhale, left foot down. Inhale, exhale, roll the back down. Oh, if your neck got a little tight there, let's just roll the head side to side. Just a roll, not even a turn. Just using the right amount of effort. And here it's just a roll. Back to center. Let's stretch this leg up to the sky a bit. We're going to circle the ankle now. Ankle joints. Yeah, very important. There's energy channels all through our body, and sometimes our joints get that energy stuck a bit. So joints are so important to keep open and free and clear. Even your toes, open those toes far and wide apart. Pointing, flexing, reversing the circle slowly. Now the knee can bend here. That's fine. Just support it a little bit, maybe in back of the thigh. Back is still lengthened. Breath, yes, still slow. Expanding on the inhale. Now on the exhale, we're going to flex the foot. Heel reaches up to the beautiful blue sky. Yep, right to the roof. Yep. And how are your hamstrings today? They might be a little tight. So you might want to shake out that leg again. Or maybe, when you're cold, you rub briskly. Yeah, maybe rub briskly. Yeah. Or any other way you want to warm up your hamstrings. But eventually, yeah, good old hamstring stretch coming right up with a gentle clasp above or below the knee. Some might need a strap. If you do have, I don't have a yoga strap. This is my son's old tie when he was just a lad. Oh, he's still a lad, but yeah, he's an adult now. Anyway, so you don't need to know that. But you might put it at the ball of the foot and then kind of choke up on the strap or a towel, or yeah, you can use some kind of a cord, a towel. This is his tie, or efficiently the yoga strap. Choke up on it and then relax your shoulders down. Yeah, we don't want to pull and put more tension in the upper back. We're relaxing the back. The hip stays down. Yeah, and if your leg is here, that's fine. It all depends. I know some of you can even clasp your first two fingers and thumb around that big toe. Most importantly is we're breathing. We're letting go of the tightness. Your breath is it. You can send the breath right to your tightness as you listen to your body and where it is tight. Yeah. Send the breath there, just like water flows down the garden hose to the nozzle right there. And soften. You're kind of watering the garden here. So we're softening the earth. Yeah. The tension melts away with every exhale. How does that feel? Even crossing the thigh over a little bit. Do you feel the difference in the stretch? Yeah, a little bit different. Pause there. Don't go further than where it doesn't feel very comfortable. Honoring your edge in every movement stretch we do. Honor. Yeah, soften there. I know some of us can now open out to the side. You could use the strap, or you could prop it up with your hand. Keep the opposite hip down. A little higher, a little lower. How's that feel? A little different wherever that leg is. Yeah. You soften the inner thigh now. Breathe there. Exhale. Relax the jaw. Again, a nice sigh. And when the leg does come back up to the sky, when ready, yeah, let's just shake it all out again. Let it be freer than it was before. And then both feet back to the earth. Oh, you might notice. Do you notice a difference? Right leg, left leg, a little bit? So let's feel now the right leg for support, right foot down. Still feel the back lengthen. And then draw the left thigh out, up, and over the chest. Whether you're clasping in back of the knee or in front of the knee. Yeah, just remember we're allowing the thigh to be draped, not a knee press to chest. Yeah, that squishes and tightens things as sometimes. So we're going more into that feel of, oh yeah, allowing, just being in this moment. It's time. Time to breathe slower, deeper, maybe stretching the right leg for a little more stretch if needed. Check that out. Might be more relaxing for the lower back, for your right knee to bend. Or maybe it feels good to stretch. Just being in the moment. Let go of the busyness. Just breathe. This is time to be in the present. So when ready, yeah, maybe right foot back down to open the thigh out to the side. Yeah, the right knee can go out a little bit too, yeah, to increase the stretch in both thighs. But remember, right hip stays down as the anchor. And then circling slowly, the widest circle that feels good. Notice how this can help your lower back too. Release its tension.
Reversing slowly. Inhale, exhale, or maybe pause if there is a really cranky place in there, tight. Sometimes I say you can do a little erasing movements of the tension, like maybe back and forth a little bit, or it's out to the side, a little up and down movement. Yeah, if we're exploring, we're getting to know our bodies from the inside out. As we breathe, as we listen, inside, whole of the world in there. And then gently thigh drapes over the chest with ease for the sit-up posture of strength, of courage, of confidence. So right foot into the earth, rebounding that earth energy up to the leg, up to the spinal column with a little wiggle. Inhale. The exhale brings us into the sit-up posture, squeezing the navel to the front of the spine, as if it could really get there. But yeah, so this exhale here is a little more vigorous, maybe with a ha sound. Did you hear that? The ha sound. Relax the shoulders. You might even roll them way up to the ears if there was a lot of tension there, and then roll them back down, reach out to the elbow. Maybe lift the foot off if you need a little more oomph, or hover the leg. Good old thigh strengthening as well. Another few breaths here. See where your supporting leg needs to be. Lengthen out through the crown. Relax the jaw. Another deep breath in when ready to put the foot back down if it was lifted. Inhale, exhale, roll the back down. How's your neck? Yeah, I think mine needs a little release as I roll my head side to side. Again, just rolling, not even turn right, turn left. Yeah, that'd be too much effort. It's just it's more of a kind of feel. And back to center to stretch this leg up to the sky. Ankle rotation coming right up. Open the toes far and wide, circling the ankle, gentle clasp. See where the leg feels okay to be. Deep breath. Oh, reversing the circle. Open the toes. Maybe each toe can articulate one by one by one. Yeah. 7,000 nerve endings in the bottom of our feet. That's a lot of information that can get thwarted if they're not alive and well down there. Oh, look, and now it's up here. It's a different perspective, isn't it? Your foot is up to the sky. And when ready, we're going to exhale to flex the foot, peel the toes back, heel reaches to the beautiful blue sky. Yeah, this gives us a little more awareness of course, calf stretching, but also hamstrings. So again, if your hamstrings are a little tight, yeah, just shake it all out again, or a quick wrist rub. The shaking is good, yeah. And we have other forms too, yeah. But right now, yeah, make sure the hamstrings are alive and well. For our hamstring stretch, again, a gentle clasp above or below the knee. I would also recommend make sure the back of your knee feels safe here. We're not stretching tendons and ligaments in the back of the knee. We're stretching the belly of your hamstring. So if the back of the knee feels, whoa, a little too taut, I would say bend the knee a little bit. Yeah, and then eventually maybe you can straighten again, but make sure the back of your knee feels safe and never strained. No. Or anything strange for that matter. But we're breathing. The breathing will help to soften. I invite you now, close your eyes. No place to go, nothing to do, just to breathe, to let go of truly any tension wherever it may be. As you exhale out to the mouth, you might do so with a nice sigh. A sigh of relief, a sigh of contentment. For as the jaw releases, so will your neck, so will your back, and so will your hamstring. We're just here to let go now, to breathe, to let go of the stress, Let go of any disappointment. Let go of any angst. Yeah, it's all okay as we breathe slowly, deeply. We're going to cross over the midline just an inch or two. Notice the difference. You could cross over further, but honor the edge. See where it feels, oh, a little tight. Oh yeah, breathe there, soften there. Your body talks to you all the time. Sometimes we're too busy to listen. So now, great opportunity. We're slowing down to listen clearly, deeply to our body's messages. Maybe coming up to the sky again with the leg and maybe open out to the side, propping it up or using the strap. Maybe the first two fingers and thumb can clasp that big toe. Yeah, if you're more flexible, keeping the opposite hip down when the leg goes out to the side. That's your anchor. Inhale, exhale, softening inner thigh. Yeah, your leg will thank you. And gently back to center when ready. Yeah, you can always hold postures longer, come out sooner, go back into them. It really depends on how it feels for you. And then when it does come back to the sky, yeah, let's just shake both arms and both legs out. Maybe even shake your head. It's all good. Get your brain awakened. And then feet and arms back to the earth. Oh yeah, bridge posture coming right up. Now that our legs are more active and alive to support us in our bridge. So feet and hips width apart, toes straight forward, arms down by your side. And we're going to inhale to scoop the tailbone up to the sky. And then each vertebra follows with an inhale, lifting off the floor. Keep the natural curve to your neck. You might come all the way up to your shoulders, and then your exhale will lower each vertebra down one by one in sequence. The lower back lowers first, before the pelvis returns. Yeah, 2 or 3 more times to inhale, press down into the feet, strong legs, knees over ankles. Inhale, try to keep the nose straight up to the sky up here, and exhale, slowly lowering down one by one. Yeah, a lot of vertebra there to lengthen out through the crown, out through the tailbone. Remember, opposite lines of energy are still going on here. Out through the tailbone, out through the crown. One more time. Inhale to scoop on up to the height that feels really good. And then the exhale, still lengthen out through the crown, out through the tailbone, one by one. A lot of variations will follow. Stay tuned. But for today, let's bring both thighs up to the chest, cupping hands upon both knees to circle both thighs around. Kind of relax the lower back here. Now, reversing, you might let go of any clasp, feeling your core more engaged. Or more engaged too if you want to circle both legs straight. Yeah, you feel a little more engaged. The circle can be very large or small, depending on how and where your body is telling you where it needs to go. Another deep breath. Yeah, maybe you need to bend the knees again if that was too much. It's all good, as long as it feels good. Thank you. And then thighs back to the chest. We're going to roll all the way over to the right for reclining spinal twist. So let's reach our arms way out there, especially the top arm. Yeah, let the head hang. And then we're going to lift the arm up to the sky on the inhale, like you're opening a book. And then exhale the other half as you reach way back away from the knees. Look back over your back shoulder. Tailbone, crown still reaching away from each other. Lots of opposite lines of energy here. Yeah, tailbone reaching away from the crown, knees in one direction, back arm in your focus in the other. Yeah, try to relax and breathe deeply into the belly. Internal organs love this. Some are being stretched, some are being pressed. And they're all saying thank you. Yeah, very good for your digestion, of course, for your spinal column, your flexibility. We breathe deeply into the belly, into the lower back, middle, upper. Feel the heart opening from the front to the back to the side. And the exhale softening. Yeah, let go of any tightness, tension. The inhale now is going to lift the arm up to the sky again. And then exhale where we started, reaching further away. Opening the book one more time. Inhale up to the sky with the arm. And then exhale the other hand. Exhaling into your spinal twists. Another deep breath. Looking back over your shoulder. If your neck is a little tight, maybe a little nod of yes and no. Up and down and side to side. And one more breath to lift to the sky. Exhale over, stretch that top arm away from you. And let's bring both thighs back to the chest. A little roll side to side just to get back to neutral. And then let's roll to your left. I would bring the thighs up again and roll all the way over to your left. Top arm reaching, most of us that would be the right arm, reaching further away. Relax the head. Inhale halfway up. Exhale into the deepest part of your spinal twist. Relax the shoulders. Tailbone, crown still reaching away from each other. Knees in one direction. Back arm and focus in the other. Deep breath into the belly, into the waist, the back. Ribs expanding in all directions. You have to expand the ribs for the lungs to expand because the ribs are attached to your lungs through connective tissue, actually. Yeah, the fascia and the connective tissue must expand the ribs. And soften, maybe an exhale through the mouth, a gentle sigh. Does that relax Peter? Your next inhale might lift the arm up again and exhale all the way over to your knees. Reach, you might even pull with your bottom hand, clasp the wrist and pull further away. One more time to open the book. Inhale, exhale. Open up to a good page. And breathe, soften. It's time to let go. Now your shoulder might not go to the floor. It might. Other variations we'll go over if you know of any now, by all means. Yeah, nice sigh. And then gently close the book again, rolling to your side and then bringing thighs up to the chest. Yeah, let's roll to the side to strengthen what we just stretched. So we're going to lengthen. We're on our side, trying to stay on our side. Lengthen out through the crown, out through your toes, out through your fingertips. And we're going to inhale into the body raise pose, lifting legs and torso off the floor. Inhale. You can press down. You can flex the feet, point the feet. Sometimes I get cramps, so I have to flex my feet. Feels good too. And point. Another deep breath to lift a little higher. And we'll go over variations soon enough. Stay tuned. And exhale down. How'd that feel? We're strengthening, more the obliques. And then your other side. You can just roll to your other side if you wish. To stretch, to lengthen. Before we go into any posture, you notice we align, we lengthen. We know where our body parts are. And then we let the breath lift us into the posture. Here we inhale, exhale, press away the floor. Try to get the torso off the floor, the legs off the floor. How does it feel? Core strong here. You might even exhale a little deeper into that ankle center like we did in the sit-up posture. How's that feel? Maybe another deep breath to lift and exhale slowly out. let's just roll over on our stomachs for one moment. And just cross your hands, your fingers, bring your big toes together. Hot thumbs are touching. And put your nose right there, forehead on your fingertips, and breathe. Feel the belly now breathing into the earth. Expand the back. And exhale all the stale. Another deep breath. And exhale. And now, slowly stretch the legs long. Reach out through the crown into a Sphinx posture. We're going to inhale to lift out through the crown. Lift the face. Elbows go right underneath your shoulders. Lift the heart. Shoulders down away from the ears. Stretch down into the elbows. Long legs. Nice deep breath here. Arching the spine. Inhale. The exhale slowly lowers the chest back down. You might even lift the hands off as the elbows go out again. Feel the strength. And then chin, nose, forehead, return. One more time. We're going to inhale to lengthen. Lift the face, lift the heart. Legs stay on the ground. Elbows go right underneath the shoulders. Lengthen. Deep breath here. We inhale again. On the exhale, we begin our descent. Yeah. Chest slowly lowers. We might need to lift the hands off if your back can hold you up there. And then exhale all the way down. A deep breath into the belly helps to relax the back. You feel it? And then gently we're coming to hands and knees. And to stretch the back into a child's pose, which actually I cannot do because I cannot bend my left knee as much anymore. So hopefully you can get your hips to your heels. You can bend your knees as far back as they go. Stretch the arms before you, chest over your thighs. Your thighs can be together or they can be apart, big toes touching if they're apart. But we're going to breathe. We're going to inhale, exhale to soften into child's pose. Stretching the back, getting those heels, hips way back to your heels. Long spine, deep breath. Another inhale. Exhale, coming to hands and knees. For good old cat breath. We're going to inhale. Speaking of hands and knees, sometimes our wrists are not liking this. So you can come to fists, thumbs forward. But make sure your shoulders are, again, over your wrists and your knees. I know it's kind of hard to see hips over knees, but you might feel that. Lengthen the spine. Cat breath is to lengthen. As we exhale, we're going to lift that navel up and in. Drop the head, the tailbone as you push away the floor. The upper back goes to the sky. Navel in. Inhale is going to lengthen. Again, out through the tailbone, out through your crown through neutral. Looking upward, tailbone, crown. Exhale. So it's really the breath that is moving your body. Press away the floor. Exhaling. Chin in, tailbone down. Upper back to the sky. Inhale to lengthen. A little further. A little further. On your next exhale, we're going to tuck the toes under into a downward facing dog. So from hands and knees, I'm going to get my feet on the mat here. A little further. Tuck the toes under. Keep your hands there. Usually that is the recommended distance from hands to feet in your downward facing dog. So make sure your hands and feet are comfortable distance apart. We're going to push away the floor again. Stretch your fingers. Inner elbows are toward each other. Shoulders are away from the ears. So your shoulder blades feel flat against the back. Tailbone is lifting up to where the ceiling meets the wall. So it's, yeah, be careful of here. We're going to push further back. Yeah. And your knees can bend here. In fact, yeah, let's bend the knees. Come up to your heels are off the floor. Knees are bent. Just stretch that spine a little more. And then we're going to slowly stretch your right heel down, kind of walking the dog, and then bend that right knee, left heel down. Kind of pedaling along here. Just get a nice stretch for your legs, your calves, your thighs, your back, your arms also strengthening too. And then stretch both heels to the earth. They might get there, they may not. And then from here, we're going to walk the feet and hands toward each other. Any lower back conditions, I'd say open the feet a little wider, knees stay then a little better. You can straighten them if your lower back feels fine. And then just clasp elbows in a gentle sway side to side. Eventually, then we're going to roll on up. I'm going to walk my hands up my thighs. Or you can just let your arms hang. Rolling slowly. Yeah, blood flow. Yeah, it's getting a little different now. So if you get dizzy, come back down here. Or you can roll slowly up to your standing posture. Yay, finally standing. So we're going to come to a comfortable standing posture, sometimes called mountain pose, mainly because, yes, once again, we are rooted to the earth. Perhaps some of you are familiar with earthing. It is truly a mindful connection to the earth's energy, and the earth's energy, or maybe some of you are familiar with forest bathing as well, actually communing with nature, being very mindful. And luckily in San Diego, even though it's a big city, we have canyons. We're so close to the ocean, so close to the mountains. We have time just to, look up at the beautiful blue sky and appreciate that exchange of energy, and the sun and the moon. Oh my gosh, the moon has been I'm reminding you of these wonderful aspects of our nature that are just so healing. And sometimes, again, we are so involved in what we're doing that we, forget. We can breathe. We can be here in this very moment and rejuvenate ourselves. So in your mountain pose, we are rejuvenating ourselves. We're connecting again to Mother Earth, Father Sky, if you will. Yeah, and just feeling the balance on one leg or the other leg. Yeah, yeah, open the toes. Feel the balance underneath the foot itself, underneath the big toe joint, little toe joint, heel. Yeah, and again, your tailbone and crown of your head are reaching away from each other. Tailbone now to the earth, legs into the earth, crown of the head to the sky. Shoulders, yeah, where are your shoulders? Oh yeah, they're here. Yeah, they may be a little too far forward, maybe too far back, maybe just right. Speaking of Goldilocks principle, yeah, your fingers alive. Your gaze, is it soft? Is it staring? Yeah, soften the gaze, just soften. And feel your breath, just being here in the moment. You can even close your eyes. Whoa, you might notice your balance changes. You might notice a little sway, and that's okay. Actually, this is actually from a practice of Qigong called bamboo in the wind. So we connect to the earth, we align, we breathe. You might slowly open your eyes if they were closed. And with a deep breath, palms open, we're going to inhale to scoop the energy from the earth and around us and above us, and then palms face downward on the exhale, kind of like it's wiping the slate clean of any tension. So we're breathing in the new life force energy that nurtures, that heals on the inhale, the exhale. Yeah, just lets it all go. This is where your imagination, your visualization comes in mighty handy. Through our whole yoga practice, really imagine, visualize. Oh yeah, new energy coming in, how nice. And visualize tension releasing. Oh, okay, how does that feel?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, let it go. Let it go. Let whatever you need to go. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. It's time. Let it go. Now, feet together, that same inhale, we're going to lift up, but it's going to go into a nice side stretch of crescent moon. So we're going to hook the thumbs, shoulders down, and then lean the hips out to your side as you reach to the other side. So again, down from the waist, up from the waist, we're reaching in opposite directions, really. Feel the feet into the earth. Legs are long, torso long, squaring shoulders and hips to the front. It might feel better for some for your underhand to be at the hip. Another deep breath to stretch, to breathe, to lengthen. And on your next inhale, we're going to lift up to center. And exhale here. Readjust, adjust. Realign if need be, tailbone down, crown of the head high. We inhale to expand. And exhale, lean the hips in the other direction. So you're making a crescent moon shape. Try to lengthen the underneath side of the ribs here of your torso. Just like a crescent moon, you don't see wrinkles underneath. No wrinkles in the crescent moon. It's length, it's a smile in the sky. Relax the shoulder. Be careful not to lean back. You might even lean a little forward. Does that feel better? A little forward? Or a hand at the hip. Hips lean away. Another deep breath to rise above it all. And exhale, this time just to circle the wrists. Yeah, a lot of tension sometimes of energy channels connects into the wrist. Yeah, so we're releasing. It's also called falling leaves. Releasing what you don't need. Yay. So let's open wide. Actually, yeah, warrior two. Maybe we'll do warrior one tomorrow. Warrior two. So open the legs as wide as it feels comfortable. And this is where it's very individual how wide your legs should be. So I would say go for comfortability. We're going to turn our left toes out 90 degrees, right toes angled in a little bit. Heel of your left heel is intersecting the middle of your back arch. So a nice wide angle feet. They say sometimes as far apart as you are tall. Yeah. So the hips are level here. Just feel again your legs rooting to the earth. This is your stability. Tailbone down, crown of the head high. Your inhale is not going to lift the arms. Your inhale is going to lengthen out to the fingertips as your arms float up. Not too high. Max, relax the shoulders, elbows, wrist, fingers. That's your inhale. Your exhale is going to stretch your knee, your left knee. But it just bends over your ankle. Now, if your legs need a little more stretch, I kind of widen the stride a bit. If it feels okay for now, yeah. Knee out over your ankle. Kneecap is pointing second, third toe. Drop the tailbone. Your gaze is soft past your fingertips. Feel the feet, the legs into the earth, crown to the sky. Sometimes translated as the blessed hero. So in warrior two, we breathe. We breathe in the qualities of the blessed hero, of strength, courage, compassion, gentleness. Reversing the warrior two. From the waist down, we feel the support. Your inhale now lifts the palm, arm upward, up from the waist, down from the waist. Back fingertips just walk down, not for support, just for guidance. Keep the knee over the ankle. So we're lifting up to the beautiful blue sky, but still rooted to the earth. And we breathe. Another inhale. And on the exhale, let's return back to center. We're going to stretch that leg. Turn those toes inward and open your right toes out 90 degrees, left toes angled in a little bit. Level the waist. Again, we root down. So again, we're not just doing our yoga, we're being it. That's a big difference. How you practice rather than just what. Yeah, so we're just not, oh, warrior two. No. Where is your warrior two? Where are your legs? Where's your energy? Where's your breath? Oh yeah, here. Okay. So we breathe. Energy down through the legs. And again, our inhale floats the arms. Do you feel the difference rather than lifting or let the inhale float? And the exhale stretches the legs apart. The knee stretches, your inner thigh stretches. So then your knee can bend just right over your ankle. Tailbone down, crown of the head high. Maybe with a little smile on your face. Smile increases endorphins too. Yeah, even in Canvas, I have a little blurb about the smile. Relax the shoulders, elbows, wrist, fingers. Gazing softly. Your gaze is also very important here. For if you gaze softly, your breath can be smooth and even. If you're harsh with your gaze, if you're squinting, yeah, it is a little more difficult to breathe slow and deep. So we breathe slow and deep, soft gaze. Rooting the legs into the earth. Then on the inhale, we can lift above. Still keep that knee bent. Yeah. Tailbone down, crown of the head high. Just walk in the feet or any other variation. Yeah, keep the outside edge of your feet to the earth, not to roll over on your arch. The back foot, keep the arches lifted. Heart lifted, but rooted to the earth for your strong foundation beneath you. Security, right there. Another inhale. And an exhale to stretch. Turn the toes just slightly inward. And breathe. You might even feel longer in the waist. Legs apart. Yeah, I think my legs are calling to stretch a little more. So let's have chest expansion. I like to call it heart expansion. We're going to float the arms upward and open wide, exhale. Now, some of us might be able to interlace our fingers behind us. If you cannot interlace fingers, you can get your strap. It's way down there. Yeah, strap, and then put the other end of the strap here. So your strap, so it's not. I will demonstrate that. If need be, you can, yeah. So you still have a nice stretch of the heart as you lift up if you cannot interlace fingers. But again, we have a nice wide stride back to the feet, back to the legs. We're interlacing fingers. We're going to inhale to lift the arms, lift the heart high to the sky. And then exhale, forward fold. The knees can bend if need be or stay straight. Exhale, lift the arms higher. Weight of the head is to the earth. Might shake it out a bit. And then we're going to bend the left knee, the right leg straighten. Deep breath here, feel the nice stretch of it all. Another deep breath. And then center, inhale, exhale. Right knee bends, left leg straight. If you need a little more stretch, you can wiggle that left foot out a little further. Another inhale, exhale. Now on the inhale, come back to center. Both knees can soften a bit if that feels better for your back. Inhale now up to standing, press down into the feet, lift the arms higher, higher, higher as you lift up. Lift the heart again, that's a long inhale. And then exhale, relax the arms. Relax the finger. Oh yeah, now we should do warrior two. You feel the arms just floating with the increase of circulation, of energy, movement becomes more fluid, more at ease. So if we had this all the time, we would be all just kind of floating around. So now, yeah, just wiggle the legs underneath you. Deep breath. Bringing down the heavens again with an inhale. Palms lifting upward, kind of bringing everything into balance. Palms facing down. Freedom in the arms, in the back, chest. You might even feel taller with the legs stretching, spine stretching, letting go of tension in general. You might feel a little, not that you have to feel taller per se, but more open, yeah, more energized. Speaking of the energy, we will come back to the earth with the breath of joy. The breath of joy. Now, this is 3 sniffs in. It's going to be incremental. We're going to start low in the belly with a sniff, and then you hold it in, sniff into the middle, and then sniff to the upper chest, and then your exhale is out through the mouth. It could just be a whew, it could be a shoo, it could be a or a, you could blow out all your birthday candles in that big breath. That exhale is up to you, whatever feels good, but it is a little more vigorous because it lets go of the tension. So I'll mark it through first, just like we're learning a dance. So we're going to sniff in because the arms come forward at first with a sniff in, and then bend the knees. We're going to swing upward with another sniff, and then the third sniff up to the sky. The exhale, you swing down out through the mouth. I'm not going to go way down as far because it's a fast pickup because it repeats itself over and over again. So if there's any issues in back or anything, I would not go all the way down. For it is as I just mentioned, a fast pickup. So it sniffs in with a and repeating with a and the sniff and the sniff. Let it go. Coming up with a and then straighten, exhale, coming up with a and swing it up, swing it down. One more time. Swing it side, swing it up, exhale. This time we're going all the way down to the ground. To our, I think we have time for a seated posture or two. And also seated postures, just to let you know, since my knee doesn't bend, I can't go into a cross-legged position. But if you're able, then by all means, come to a cross-legged position. If you can't either, then sometimes you might see me having both feet forward or cross-legged. We're just going to take a nice side stretch just to open up again our channels from the side. Okay, we're going to root the hips down. Inhale to lift the right arm high. Exhale, reaching out over. Press down into the left hand because that keeps your right hip down. You feel? Keep that right hip down. Opposite lines of energy. Exhale. And if your elbow is bent, make sure it bends into the body, the bottom hand, bottom elbow. Pressing into the hand. Press down that right hip. You could look up to the sky or straight ahead. Exhale, reaching out to all your fingertips. Each finger has different energy qualities to it. So it might feel very different if you reach out to your thumb or your pinky, pointer, middle, ring. Exhale. When ready, up, inhale, up and over. If your ankles are crossed, if your legs are crossed, yeah, change it so then your other ankle leg comes forward. Yeah, change the cross. That might feel different. Yeah. Another deep breath. We lift. The exhale takes you into the stretch. Push away the floor. Keep your left hip down. Shoulders relaxed. Jaw relaxed. Yeah, be careful you're not leaning back. Lean a little more forward, maybe just a little bit. Yeah. So your hand on the ground is not in back of you. It's more out from the hip. Yeah. Another deep breath. Reaching out to all your fingertips. Inhale and one more exhale. Okay, one more exhale, 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 exhale. Sometimes my inhale is kind of large, so it takes me out of that stretch, and then I go back into it on the exhale. Deeper, deeper, deeper. As you let go of the edge, you can find a new edge. And now let's lift up tall. Inhale, exhale. And then just wiggle the legs. And let's just open in a nice stride, comfortable stride for today. Yeah, a little wiggle room always helps, doesn't it? And sometimes it helps also in any seated posture to sit on the edge of a folded blanket so your hips are a little higher. If the lower back might like that, if there's any condition. So we're going to inhale now. We're going to tip the pelvis forward. On the exhale, we're going to walk a little forward, step by step, pausing where you feel where your edge is. Knees are up to the sky. Sometimes I like to roll in or roll out. Some that are more flexible, you can just, let those fingertips slide out, clasp those big toes. I like to feel more supporting in this wide angle stretch, so I'm going to walk. Then a deep breath. You can even close your eyes and just see tension melting away. Feel it, letting go. Yeah. It's done its job, and now it's done, and you can let go. Yeah. Every breath. A long exhale here. And when ready, we're going to walk on back to center. And just wiggle those legs together. And we're going to bend the knees. We're going to curl on down to where we started. And we're going to curl on down. Exhaling. Core strong, core strong. Okay, you can bring the legs up with you if you need to. Yeah, thighs to the chest. And just circle the knees around. Maybe one more shake up to the sky. Let everything be free as possible. And then feet and arms return to the earth. We're getting comfortable for our relaxation to allow all the healing to flow deeper into every cell. So with the feet to the floor, if they still are, you might even go into a baby bridge posture, lifting up a little bit. Exhale to lower back down. And any other wiggle room that your body needs before our time to go deeper into our awareness. Legs can straighten, your knees can stay bent. Feel where your arms like to be. Maybe palms up. This is a gesture of truly a surrendering of all that is not serving you well anymore. And I invite you to close your eyes and feel the breath emerging. Noticing, feeling. Maybe your breath could be deeper into the belly, then the middle, then the upper, torso expanding and softening. But the exhale, soften any tension away. Slow it down now. This is truly the icing on the cake. Yeah, all the postures previously performed. This is now time to allow all the benefits of those postures to seep into the cellular level with strength, with flexibility, with openness, feeling the flow of energy. As you now relax your face, let your head rest upon the earth. Relax your mind. Yeah, so your forehead can relax now. Your eyes, your right eye, your left eye. And just allow your eyelids to hang loosely against your eyes. Deep breath here. Deep breath to relax your jaw, your cheeks, your lips, inside the mouth. When is the last time you relaxed the root of your tongue? Relax your ears, inside the ears, even your brain. Say thank you to your brain for functioning as well as it does. And as you relax deeper again, with your head resting upon the earth, you might notice your neck softening, the front of the neck, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. As the neck relaxes, you might notice the shoulders more free and energy flowing down to your elbows, your wrists, your fingers. Let your arms rest, for they do so much for you throughout the day. And feel now the breath into the lower back, middle back, upper back. And soften if you are lying down. Yeah, let the back rest into the earth. Still feel the length from the base of the spine to the crown of your head, housing all your 7 major energy centers. And feel now the belly breathe, low, middle, upper. And soften, allow all your internal organs to function with ease and grace. Say thank you to them for functioning so well. Breathe into your heart, thanking your heart. And rest now. Rest your pelvis. As your pelvis rests, that may help your lower back relax more deeply. Pelvis relaxing, so now the hips can let go of any tension. Allow your thighs to just hang loosely against the bones. Your right thigh, your left thigh. And breathe through both knee joints. Kneecaps just floating gently inside. Relaxing your calf muscles, your shin muscles. And let the energy flow. Inhale, exhale, down through the legs, now through your ankle joints, to your feet, to your toes. And truly every cell of your body, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head, to rest, to rejuvenate, to heal at the deepest level. For it's time. It's time for you to heal. Feel, breathe. Enjoy this very, very special moment as you truly surrender to this posture of relaxation. And when you're about ready again, just to be mindful of your amazing, miraculous breath. How does it feel? Remember, there's no right or wrong. It's just what feels good. maybe what doesn't, and we just observe. We just observe, being gentle, mindful. And I invite you now to allow your body to remember a more peaceful, calmful way of being. Allow your mind to remember and relax. You can enjoy the very present moment. Another deep breath when ready to breathe in the new life force, nurturing and healing, continuing, to heal, to nurture, to refresh. And the exhale, letting go maybe a little more. And when about ready to awaken, another breath or two to circle your wrists and ankles, maybe a little wiggle of fingers and toes. They're alive. A nice stretch through your arms and your legs. Another deep breath, maybe then to roll to one side. And come up to your seated posture for one more breath all together. Remember, this is a community of our wonderful yoga practice. And I invite you to and encourage you to remember always that we are doing this, maybe at different times, but still energetically. We're one. So seated posture, we're rooted to the earth, crown is high to the sky. We scoop again the energy from the earth and around us and above us on the inhale. Palms unite. The exhale comes back home to our open, loving heart. In a gesture of honor and of gratitude, I thank you and namaste. Any questions, please do let me know through the inbox in our Canvas or email. I know there's a little bit of reading there, but it is an online format, and therefore I developed this as a course. A lot of wonderful information. I know some of you are very interested in actually furthering your yoga practice into also into being an instructor. So this all will help with more information. So I thank you and namaste.